Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be asking him some questions in just a second, but I also want to get to some questions from you guys if you have them, which I'm sure you do. So if you want us to ask them, find this handle on Twitter, instant.me, and we will try and get to some of those towards the end. I'm going to put this right here. Hopefully you can still see it. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Now, I'm going to start off with the most important question of this entire interview.
Okay.
Okay, 1 or 2. That means this is the instant challenge, and we've got box 1 here and box 2 here. I don't know what's in them. Obviously, you don't know what's in them, but you're going to choose one, and the other one's going to go away forever. And at the end of the interview, we're going to open it up and find out what's inside the one you choose.
Okay. I'm going to go with box 2.
Box 2, all right. Putting box 1 away. I hope you made the right choice.
Me too.
So this will sit here. And hopefully it will make you really nervous the entire time. Find out what's inside.
Just a little.
No, good. No, I want to go back to the beginning with you, and I want to hear. Obviously, you decided that to make YouTube at the forefront of you putting yourself out there and being able to talk to your fans. And I watched that video, rewatched it recently, and you really talked about how hard you tried to get your other channel and all this other stuff. There was a lot of commotion, but you were committed yourself. What made you want to commit to do that in the way that you have?
That's a really good question. I've never gotten a question like that. I don't know. I feel like YouTube, doing YouTube, made me happy and made me who I am today. So I just really pushed to do it.
And obviously, you open up a lot. You share a lot of your life out on there. Is there ever have you ever questioned oh God, should I put this out there?
I mean, yeah, but I feel like in the end, it's never a bad outcome.
Yeah, and that's good. Now, I was seeing you just starting the outline of a new tattoo.
Yes.
What made you get into tattoos? Have you always, since a little kid, loved seeing them on people?
Yeah, ever since I was 13, I've wanted a tattoo. And then finally, I turned 18 and got one 2 weeks after.
And how many are you at now?
21.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Do you have a favorite, or is that asking you to choose your favorite kid?
It's pretty much like that, but I would have to say my favorite is the koi fish. And
why is that?
I got it from my mom, because my mom loved koi fish, and she always wanted a koi fish tattoo. So I figured, why not get one?
No, beautiful. That's a good thing. Good thing. Your channel, you've done a lot of collaborations, a lot of challenges. But is there one in particular that stands out? God, I'm so glad I got to do that. That was so much fun.
Not really. Honestly, I love all my videos. If I don't like them, I probably won't post them. But the funnest one was the Big Mouth Challenge to me. I was crying half the time because I was laughing so hard.
That's good. That's good. And clearly it was enjoyed by everyone else as well. You have an amazing relationship with your fans, and that's one of the amazing things about being able to be on platforms like YouTube, because you have that they have the comments, they can let you know how they're feeling. Are you somebody that reads all those, or do you kind of stay away? Because obviously not all of them are positive, because there's lots of people that like to just be mean for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, I don't try and not read them. I definitely try and read them, but I can't see all of them. But I definitely try and read most of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And, we've been talking, People's partnered with Lady Gaga starting this new PSA initiative called Hack Harassment. So,
yeah.
And she's trying to really promote positivity online. How do you handle the negativity that inevitably comes into anyone's life, both in life and online?
Honestly, I just ignore it and look at the positive.
What's one of the most rewarding things that you've heard or read a fan tell you about the impact you've had in their life?
I mean, I've just read a couple letters that they've sent me, and tweets even, and direct messages saying that I've changed their life and I've helped them through depression and stuff, and that really makes me feel good that I can do that for them.
Nice. Now, obviously, YouTube is a place where you can put your own stuff out there. You kind of have complete control. But you have experience with more traditional media and experience with having been part of a big TV show production. What did you learn from that you've taken to doing your own stuff at home?
Um, a lot. I mean, the main thing was definitely just taking your time with it and like making sure it's right.
Have you, speaking of making sure things are right, have you ever completely done a video, edited it, like made it as good as it was going to be, and then decided not to post it because you just didn't feel like it was good enough? Or do you feel like if it gets to that point, it's something that's worth putting up?
No, I've done that before. I've edited it and then watched it and was like, I'm not posting this, and then just deleted it.
You gotta, I mean, you gotta make sure it's good content, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. You have gotten to do so much. We were talking about the challenges, the collabs, all your other videos. What's something that you hope to do in the future, or you wish you could do?
I would love to make like a short film or be in a short film or something more like bigger production.
And do you have like a ideal concept in mind for that or something? Is that something you've brainstormed before?
I don't really have anything yet.
Well, I'm sure people will be very excited to see it whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Who are some of your biggest like influences?
At the moment, it's mainly people on TV, like Will Ferrell and Leonardo DiCaprio, and just people like that.
I like that those are two very different people, and it's good to have influences from varying ranges of people.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, when you were growing up, what made you want to kind of be in entertainment and be an entertainer?
I mean, when I was growing up, me and my best friend like just started making videos, not even posting them to YouTube, just showing our friends around town. And then finally we're like, let's just post it to YouTube and see what happens. And we started getting views, and then we kept doing it.
Now, if doing what you do now, if it hadn't been the road you taken, was there another road you saw in your head of like, oh, you know what, I definitely could have become a teacher or a doctor or a vet or something like that? Or is that so far from what you could imagine yourself doing?
I mean, growing up, before I knew I was going to start doing YouTube, I always thought I was just going to work with my dad. So I never really had anything planned.
Well, and that's commendable too, keeping it with the family.
Yeah.
Who have you not worked with yet that you would love to work with?
A lot of YouTubers. I mean, I would obviously love to work with PewDiePie, and just I want to start getting into gaming, like the virtual reality stuff. It seems so fun, and I really want to get into that. But like just people like that.
Cool. Now, you recently got to do a pretty epic makeup transformation. Tell us a little bit about that and what that experience was like.
It was weird, like seeing myself like that, but it was cool. Like realizing how much you can like make yourself look different. It's crazy.
Now, was there a lot of like, were you enjoying the fact that you were in that makeup? Was there pranking going on and stuff like that, or was it down to business?
I mean, it was more down to business.
Because you could scare people pretty good in something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So maybe get back for Halloween or something.
I sent a couple Snapchats out.
Yeah, that's good. You know, you're somebody that is, you know, because a lot of people on YouTube, even though they share so much, they might not share part of their relationship or part of this or part of that. What made you decide, you know what, I'm going to be open and put everything out there?
Because I know that people that watch YouTube, they want to see the person as who they are and like the real them. So I don't really have secrets.
That's a good thing. One of the things I know that your friends were fans that are also diabetic were like identified very much with you being open and talking about the fact that you were. Were you surprised that there was people? I mean, because honestly, I don't think people talk about it. It's a disease that more people have than you would think.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised on how many people replied with that they were diabetic too. And I actually met someone today that said they were diabetic. And I'm glad I can like help, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you would have liked there to be somebody that you could look to and say like, they're having a successful life. They're not, you know, they might worry about it like I do, but you know, it's not taking over their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, I want to remind you guys to definitely, if you have questions, tweet to instant.me. I'm going to have you pull a question out of this TMI jar, read it, and answer it as I pull up the Twitter. We're going to see if we can get to a couple of those.
Okay. What was the strangest gift you ever received from a fan? The strangest gift. Let me think. I once got a note, like a piece of paper with like a ton of things that they were saying, and then they stapled some of their hair to it, and that was a little odd.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you're like, I have enough hair.
Yeah, like thank you.
Oh, well, yeah, because that's like, you keep like baby hair, but yeah, I don't know that you need random hair from like yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, okay, so I'm going to take a couple of these for a second. Aaron is at VidCon. It's at SlayingDillXN, something like that. Raise your hand if you're here. Oh, hi, how's it going? Thanks for your question. She says, you said you wanted to work with PewDiePie, so what video would you want to do with him?
Well, I don't know if this is possible, but it'd be really cool to have an interactive virtual reality, like, where you can, like, fight against each other. You know?
Yeah.
I think that would be, like, a really cool video.
Nice, nice. Jasmine, I see yours about wanting him to write for a tattoo. We don't have a pen up here, but maybe we'll figure something out backstage and find you and get it to you. Because she would love for you to write "Stay Beautiful" on a piece of paper, because she wants to get that as her first tattoo.
Wow.
That's incredible. So we'll try and make that happen. We'll try and make that happen for you. Joseph Sherby. Joseph had a question. Do you plan to make more collabs with Kian?
I do. We've been trying to film for the past month, but he's been so busy and I've been so busy, so it's really hard to figure out a right time to film together.
Well, clearly they're very excited about that prospect. Going through. Rachel at VidCon. Rachel Cubius, maybe? Something close to that? Hoping I'm saying that right.
Right over there.
Oh, there we go. Hi. Hope I got that sort of right. How do you feel about having as many supporters as you do? You know, and then she says, keep doing what you do, and she loves you, and then she did a heart emoji.
It's an amazing feeling. It's also kind of scary because I feel like if I ever do something wrong, everyone's gonna be like a mom to me and get onto me. But it's really cool and it's really motivating to me.
Kaylin Drew is at Roxy Kid, probably. KD. Hi, how's it going? She says, if you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
It would have to be the Happy Camper album by Hoodie Allen because it's such a good album to me, and I don't know, it's like a perfect, like, it's not too, like, hyper or too mellow. It's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Jess VidCon, it's at Hipster Pottorff. It says, oh, hi, how's it going? Says, where do you get a lot of your style inspiration from? Style, clothes, shoes, hats.
I don't really know. I just, if I see something that I like, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wear that.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Yeah.
You know it when you see it. Grace is at VidCon, which is at Neverland Ricky. Hi. Says, what has been your favorite part of 2016, and what are you looking forward to in the rest of the year?
My favorite part was definitely just coming to these conventions like this and meeting you guys because it's always so much fun. Like, these are the places that I feel most comfortable with being myself, and I love that.
Nice. Monica, or as she goes on Twitter, Majestic Monica. Hi. Wants to know what your favorite movie is.
My favorite movie, it's the same as Kian's. It's Get Smart, and it's the best movie ever.
Nice. Well, Desi220 actually also asked that as well. So, hi. So we got a 2-for-1 there. Kirsten or Kirsten, it's at G's Pottorff, wants to know what made you want a rose tattoo on your hand.
To be honest, I just liked it.
You're a man who when he knows what he wants when he sees it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how long will this process be to get it, or is this the complete one, or is that just the outline?
It's just the outline. I don't know when it's going to be finished, just when the next time he has an opening to color it in.
Nice, but do you feel like it'll be like one more session and then done, or will it be?
It'll probably be one more.
Nice. Now, is it like now is like the pain, like do you even feel anything now, or does it still hurt the same as it did the first time?
Oh no, if you were there, I was laying down in the chair with my feet just like kicking the whole time, because this was the most painful tattoo I got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it looks good so far.
Thank you.
Majestic Monica also has another one. It says, I'm here now. What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is American Dad.
Why is that one it?
It's my humor. It really is. And
Do you have a favorite character on the show?
it would have to be Roger. He's the alien. Yeah.
He's a good one. His voice
Yeah.
is so crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. We have another one. Jimmy at VidCon. What other tattoos or piercings would you want to get?
I don't really want to get any more piercings, but I don't know exactly what I want as tattoos, but I definitely want to finish my sleeve all the way up. 'Cause it cuts off like right here.
So
Yeah.
just a little bit more to go. Okay, Kirsten again. When your hair grows out, do you want to dye it blonde again?
I would definitely want to dye it a color, but I'm not completely sure if it's going to go blonde again.
Adele is at VidCon. Adele the fangirl. She wants to know, have you ever fallen off stage?
I have fallen off stage once, and I'm pretty sure I sprained my foot because there was a huge bump right here. It looks like there was like half a golf ball in my foot.
Oh, yeah.
It was horrible.
No, I played dodgeball, and in a finals game one time, I was like, oh, I'm fine. And like 10 minutes later, I looked down, and it was like a golf ball was underneath my skin.
Yeah.
It was pretty gross.
Horrible.
No, it was not good. Majestic Monica has got some great questions for you. So thank you again for sending them in. What's your favorite memory of being a YouTuber?
My favorite memory was the first show I went on, and it was one of the best memories ever. Just experiencing traveling to a state to meet people that wanted to meet you. It was so crazy.
Yeah. Well, and this kind of goes right into that. Cheyenne Shaw says that what goes through your mind when a fan tells you that you mean the world to them and that you've done so many things for them?
Kind of like your recent question, it's so crazy, and it motivates me to keep doing videos, because being able to make you guys happy and making people happy is one of the greatest things, I think, and I don't ever want to stop.
Yeah. Got some love coming for you. Now, Juicy Julie wants to know, what words of advice would you say to someone wanting to start on YouTube?
Definitely just be yourself, because that's what me and Kian did when we started videos. And not being yourself, in the end, people will notice, and it's not as good as just being yourself. When you see someone that's just completely like raw, like just them, it's really nice to see that.
Nice. Now I'm gonna go through and there's some short ones. So your favorite ice cream flavor?
Coffee.
Ooh, that is an unexpected answer. I like it. I like it. And your favorite song of the moment?
I blanked on the name. Hold on. I think This Is What You Came For. There we go.
All right. All right. I like it. And then, do you like cats?
I do like cats.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Or dogs?
Dogs.
Nice. What is like the weirdest pet that you would honestly consider getting, do you think? Like, is there one that you, like, imagine wanting?
I've been wanting a sugar glider.
What is that?
It's like a little squirrel that can glide. It's the coolest thing.
That's
they have,
really
like,
cool.
really big eyes.
Nice.
Yeah, they're so
Nice.
cute.
Nice. I want like a little like teacup pig. I think that's what I need. Walk it down the street and everything.
Yeah.
Let us see. This is we talked about the blonde and everything. They wanted to know if you wanted to dye your hair any different colors, crazy colors, or anything like that.
I mean, I was thinking of doing like a silver.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
I like it.
I feel like a lot of people are doing that right now, so I might not do it.
Okay. Another one. Name a body part where you would not get a tattoo.
My foot.
After the hand, I'm sure
Yeah.
you know how painful it can be.
Or anything above my neck.
That's fair. That's fair. Caitlin Reyes wants to know what your favorite Netflix show is.
Favorite Netflix show? My favorite Netflix show is either Flash or Arrow.
Those are good ones.
They are.
I like it. Now they're adding Supergirl to the CW group, and they're all going to
know.
be in the same universe. That's
I'm
crazy.
so excited.
So we have one from Jackie, who is at Heart Mistaken. Hi, how's it going? Most awkward fan experience.
Most awkward fan experience. I mean, I haven't really had one that just stood out, but I have had one where like she walked up and then I was like, hi, and she didn't say a word. She wouldn't like say a word or hug me or anything. She just kind of stood there and I was like, I'm trying to not make this awkward, but I don't know what to do. Like, hi.
I love it. I love it. Well, I will try and get some of these other questions answered backstage maybe for you guys, but the time has come for us to finally find out what's in this box.
I'm kind of scared, but excited too.
I know. I keep saying that I hope it's food, but it hasn't been food all day.
Aw.
So, but if it is, you have to share.
Okay.
What is
Have
it?
you ever dated a fan? No, I have not.
That is fair. I think that you are doing just fine in the dating department.
Yeah.
I'm sure many fans though would like the opportunity. I'm sure. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here today. Like I said, we will try and get any of those questions that you had answered, and I will try and get you that piece of paper for you if you stick around. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Particularly appreciate you being here. Please enjoy the rest of your VidCon. We will have some more amazing creators up on the stage momentarily. Thank you guys so much.
There you go. So exciting, right?
That was sort of beautiful.
The power of YouTube.